Hello, hello, everybody. I have got a lovely centerpiece, mantelpiece, 3D Christmas holiday um, paper craft. And I'm excited to show you this. And so we are going to go on Facebook Live. So it'll just take a moment. This is like mystery stamping a little bit because I do not have the end product. It won't happen until the end, but I have all the measurements and everything else. You'll be very surprised, and it is very nice. All right. So let's go ahead and get there. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So I've got a surprise for you. This is a great little centerpiece paper craft, and it can go on the mantle or on your table or any little fun spot that you deem that this piece deserves. It's a great piece. I do not have it done, so we're making it together. So it's a little bit like mystery stamping, but I have everything written out for you and everything pre-cut, so it should be okay. First of all, you're going to need a full-size sheet of cardstock, and so an 8.5 by 11. Okay, I believe it's what we call our A4 cardstock. And so what you're going to be doing is cutting and scoring this piece of cardstock. And what's going to happen is that eventually it'll pop up like this, and then you can actually go ahead and place it anywhere you like. The good news about this is that we will be able to send it in a business style envelope if you pay attention to one part, and I'll explain that, and then you're a go. Otherwise, you can just hand deliver it if you like, but it will go in a standard business envelope and be standard shipping. So let's go ahead and give you the way to score this and cut this. All right, so you can see it already cut, so you get an idea. Okay, so you're going to take that 8.5 by 11 and you're going to turn it and go into your scoring tool this way, and you're going to score it then at 2 3/4, 5.5, and I believe that would be the last one would be 8 1/4. So on that's an 8.5 by 11 score alongside all the way 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. If you want to take a screenshot, those are the verbiage. I'm better visually than I am verbiage wise, so but this is it. Then there are going to be two short scores, okay? And the short scores are going to go in, and you're going to go in at 1.5. You're going to go at the 1.5, and then you're going to score basically from 2 3/4 to 5 3/4. And that's what that does. So you're going to go ahead and feed it in on the short side and score it. So at 2 3/4 to 5. Actually, it's still scoring on the long side, obviously. So this still scoring on the long side. You're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. All right. So those are going to create those two score lines, and then these three score lines for a total of 5, 2 shorts and 3 longs. Again, here on the verbiage, short scores 1.5 down and sides are both 2 3/4 in. That is, starts at 1.5 inches down and 2 3/4 in all the way to 5 3/4 both ends. All right, so that's that. Okay, so once that's done, okay, that's all the scoring, and now we're going to cut. Well, the cuts are going to go, these are your cuts, these are your cuts right here. Okay, and your cuts are going to start at that 2 3/4 and then go down all the way to that other end. So on both of these, you made that short score, And at the ends of the short scores, you're going to cut through. All right. And so this basically cuts from 1.5 to 9.5. Okay. And this end the same, 1.5 to 9.5. Now, just cutting it once won't do it, won't cut it. You have to make 2 cuts so that because you need to have a slit so it works well. So the smallest slit I suggest is 1/16 of an inch. I do suggest that you go in 1/16 of an inch. So don't go outside of that, go inside of that. The reason is for ease of cutting the DSP. If you go in, then these squares on the DSP that you're going to need are simply 2.5 by 2.5. And this is the only one that's going to be off. It's going to be 2.5 by 2 3/4. So only the one is off. So I suggest you go ahead and cut in 1/16 of an inch. So you're going to then go in 1/16 of an inch and make another cut from that 1.5 to 9.5. You're going to go in 1/16 and again cut from 1.5 to 9.5. So those are the 2 slits that you've created. That is all you have got to do. Okay, so then you can put this away. All right, and I will show you the rest of that. So the slits are through long side. First cut is at the end of short scores. So the short go from top of short score through the bottom of short score, goes from 1.5 to 9.5. Make second slit, cut. Make second cut, excuse me, go in 1/16 of an inch and repeat. All right, so that's basically it. The DSP is going to be fairly easy also. All right, you're going to have 4 pieces that are 2.5 by 2.5, and 1 piece that's 2.5, and that's the up and down, just to make sure you understand that, to 2 3/4. And then you're going to have a strip of the DSP, which is going to be 1 by 2 3/4 as well. All right. And then you're going to have the label that is going to be 1 1/4 by 3. All right. So those are all your measurements, screenshots, folks, if you're interested. Screenshot if you're interested. Okay. So this is the piece that you get. And what you're going to do, and this is how I do it, I first start pleating these. This end and this end, I start pleating. Okay, and they form mountains. So this is the front of my card. So the end, the 2 3/4 here, and that 8 1/4 or 2 3/4 from this end is going to be mountains. Then the center fold, the 5.5, you're going to go a little bit like this. You're going to pleat that in. Okay, and this is going to have to go slow. I'm going to pleat that in. So once that's done and that's done, you can take this and pleat this, like this is a valley, right? So that was mountain. Then this is going to be a valley. So you can start working on that, right? And then these are already going to fold down. And then this one, you want, that center one, you want as a mountain and a valley and a mountain. So that when you bring it together, this is what it looks like. So again, frontwise, mountain, mountain, valley, or this one would be, I guess this score is a mountain. To make this one a valley, of course, you would make this one a mountain, this one a mountain, that one a valley. So that comes together. Then those are valleys, and that's a mountain, and that's a valley, and that's a mountain, right? So valley, And when that happens, if that's a valley, that's going to come up to a mountain. So these ends are mountains, this end is mountain, the center is mountain, and the rest are valleys. Take a good picture of that so that you see that. That's very important. If you can get that screenshot, take it now so that you can see. And then your screenshot right here so that you can get that. And you understand that. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at what we got. So I used this paper that I absolutely adore. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous paper. It was an online paper for, unfortunately, a very short period of time. So 4 of these are exactly the same size, and 1 is not. And so what I'm going to do is these here are going to get, if you see here, and you're going to do something like this. What we did is opposite. We did here like that, and then you're going to put one here, and you're going to put one, I think it was here, like this, here and here. So those are opposite, and here, and here, and those were opposite. So that's how that works. Okay. So you got those, and I just did opposite here. Oh, I must tell you, who taught me this card? Who do you think taught me this beautiful centerpiece? I bet you all can guess that name. It's Bethany Barnard. Yes, it is. And you see, you're going to need that. I think I cut this one a little shorter than 2 3/4. I think I took a 16th less, and you shouldn't do that. Make that center one the 2 3/4. So these are the 2.5 by 2.5s, these 4. And then this one is that 2.5 by 2 3/4. And the up and down is the 2.5. The across is the 2 3/4. So up and down, 2.5, 2 3/4. Okay, so that's how I would do that. Okay, now, with this piece, so I'm going to put this down. So all I know, I'm going to glue those. All right. And with this one, I'm going to put this one here, the busier one, and the less busier one here, because what's going to happen is my tree is going to go, oh, maybe I should do that then, the busier one back here, because then the tree hides most of it so you can see some of it. Yes, the tree is going to go there. All right, so there, these don't matter which direction, yes? So this is what I'm going to do, and I need to glue these down, and I'll do that presently. So I'm going to take my wonderful, I got this as a gift from Peggy Zedek, a team member. It was very sweet of her. She was cleaning out her stuff and needed to find a home for this holder. And so that was nice. I think that the nice thing too is that the scissors fit in here as well. So that's kind of a cool thing to have. All right, so this is 2.5 by 2.5. And I'm just going to center that in here. Just center that in there. And then I'm going to center this one in here. So exciting to have somewhere where I can put my glue so I don't have to always toss it around. They're trying to make it even. There you go. There you go. And that one's going to go right here, if I'm correct. Now, I thought it would be a good time to do one more presentation before the holidays. I might do another one in a couple of days, just for the last minute things, maybe, but I think this is a great piece for the end or for the nearing. I said the end of the pre-holiday moments. But this is like if you're invited to someone's house, let's say, for Christmas breakfast or Christmas appetizers or for the Christmas dinner. What a great surprise to bring it to their home. And they will be, I know, thrilled, and it can go on their table, it can go on their mantle, it can go on a hutch. It's just really quite cool. It'll be just perfect. So those are those. Now I do have one strip. I don't know if I told you about the strip. The strip, you need a, yeah, I did. I know I did. Yeah, the strip is 1 by 2 3/4, like this was 2 3/4. And that strip is going to go right up here. If that's the right one. Yeah, that's, see, that's better. That was a little bit, I made that a little smaller than 2 3/4. And that doesn't go as well, so. Okay, we're gonna be using a lot of glue here, but that's okay. I, some people might use dimensionals on this card, but well, it can be a card and centerpiece, you can send it, but I do not think so. So that's how it towers. Isn't that gonna be cool? And so that's good. And then I have a piece that is the label. My label is going to be out of this brushed copper, and my colors are copper, and I decided to do it that way. So that's going to be fun. So I do have a picture of one of these, but I don't have one on hand because all of them were given away. These I made for, I had two of my very good friends come and make one for themselves. I just thought it was kind of like a Christmas treat. Now I could put these on dimensionals, especially if I'm not going to send it. That would be kind of fun because it kind of pops up. So if you were sending it to someone versus taking it to someone, I suggest, well, you'd be paying anyway more, but you would have to weigh everything and make sure. Definitely this would not be um, a processed envelope. Do not have, oh, my dog is misbehaving and my husband is calling him out, and I just went too far with these. You want this to go like this. Now, this can stand up quite tall. This again is where are you sending it or not? If you are sending it, this cannot be taller than 4 inches. So you'd have to figure out where to place it for the 4 inches. If you are not sending it, then you do not have to worry about how tall this is. So as you see, now we're into decorating our piece. And I think I'm going to take this one off as well, because I want it quite a bit higher. So there's that. If I can get these off my finger, I'd be very good. All right, so we've got that here. So on here, you want to make sure that when it closes, it's not more than 4 inches if you are going to send it in a business envelope, pretty much standard mail. All right, and you definitely don't want to bulk it up by adding dimensionals to it. All right, so this, I think, is called the Merriest Moments. This is a great, great tree. And I am probably going to eventually put some, I did not cut them out yet, but I will probably put some presents down here. Yeah. See, there goes that. See how that looks? And I will probably put a little oh, I remember I did have a bottom. I did make a stem for that. I did do that. I don't know if I have it here, but I did make a stem for that, but I don't see it here. Yes, I remember. And I think I might have it actually. I'll get to it. Okay, so this was from the Merriest Moment stamp set, and it is the beautiful Christmas tree. And I think it's really nice, but of course I don't have that. Okay, so once these are done, you can start decorating, obviously. And this is where you can write your message right here if you like. You can again you can do a piece, since this is 2 3/4, as you know, and about you could do a 2.5 by 2.5 white piece of cardstock if you wanted to, but you can write in gold here or silver or copper your message. And definitely I'm going to be putting something underneath here. And I think I remember what I did, and I think it's in my stash here, but we'll see. We'll see. What I did, which was perfect. Yes, I did do it, and it's in red. So here is my stash of goodies that I will be using. And I thought I had a red one. Yes, there it is. And it fell to the ground, which is a-okay. I used from the Saint Nick. They have part of the chimney or part of the chimney and the fireplace. And I cut the one piece out to make the stand. You see? See, look at that. Like the tree stand. Isn't that great? So yes, so I'm going to glue that in there. I did forget about that. It's been a while. I was going to make this card for you all about a month ago. It's been a month in waiting. All right, well, we'll have to get rid of that right away. But there you go. You're going to go ahead and do that and put that in there. And there's your base. There's your tree base. And I am going to try and get rid of that. We'll see if I can. Here's a wet towel. Yeah, that's kind of shiny paper, so that worked out well. I was very lucky on that glue. And so there is your little base. Isn't that the cutest little base? So you can right away have a base right there, right? There's your base. Okay. So next, I did cut out the Santa from the online Saint Nick paper, and go ahead and I'm going to glue him on here. And I do this because I really want it to be a little sturdier. And he's going to go right on here. And so this was from the online designer paper. And of course, I cut this out from the St. Nicholas bundle, since I have that bundle. And then he goes right here. And he goes right here, and he can be taller, shorter, whatever you like, the same height, whatever floats your boat. And I'm going to put him on here. Just going to put him right here. I'm not going to glue too much because there he goes. I'm going to make him about the same height. I'm just eyeballing it. And there you go. And there he stands. See, there you go. Not the cutest. Now, what's next is our fireplace. And I built the fireplace, of course, using our set that was given to us. These are the pieces. Yes. My fingers are a little sticky, so I'm having a little problem here because they are sticky. Here's the top of that mantle. Now, I'm going to put the mantle on like that. The thing with this, if we're going to do the stockings, and to do the stockings across here, to get the fireplace in without them being on fire here, I think it goes, does it go this way? You have to, so these are the pieces to the fireplace. We're going to go here, I believe that is correct. That looks a little odd. Not sure what that's about, but that is all of that. So that's the fireplace. That went back here, down in here. Goes gluing like that and like that. And I'm not sure why that's sticking out right now. This part right here, I'm not sure why that's sticking out because I don't think it should actually. But it is. It's worse that way, so I guess it goes this way. Not sure what that's all about. But anyway, I will cut that off. That'll be fine. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that when I put my mantle on, my mantle's going to go here. I want my stockings to fit. This is all from that wonderful, wonderful set. I'm going to bring this down. Yes, that's how I'm going to do it. What I'm going to do, I see where it's going to go, so I can show you. I'm going to glue it right here on. I'm not going to glue that bottom on. I'm going to glue it like that, and then that comes to the bottom down here. Going to center it, then that comes down here like this, so that this part is not going on at all. Do you see that? See that? Let's see. So that's what I'm going to do, like that. Of course, I'm going to center this because that's what you would want. A centered fireplace. There you go. That's perfect. Then I'm going to put this piece in here, which is just fine. This piece is going to go in here. And then I have these little guys right here. My little wooden for my fireplace. My logs. This is a great set. I really wanted to show off that set. Okay, let's see if I have the right fire pieces. They might be lost in the dust here, which wouldn't be surprising because they're so small. So basically, you have two little small grate pieces for the fireplace. And I see the flame, which would be right here. This is your flame. And for that flame, they do have, goes like that, I believe. For that flame, they do have a little innards, very small little fun piece that's probably on my floor by now. But I will put that in, unless I prefer the orange. Let's see if I can see that little fire piece. You never know. Nope, it's lost. Standing up here just in case. Nope. no, no, no. It's very small. It goes right in there. And I did have, oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to put the orange flame in. Mine's going to be the orange flame in here with this little piece. So that's what we're going to do. Put that orange flame in. Put him far down as I can. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's perfect. And then here is the inside of that. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun here. If I can get the correct angle on it. Yes, there it is. And then that's that piece. So you can see that that's a lot of glue. It's not going to happen there. There you go. There you go. And there you go. There you go. And then there's your flame. Isn't that great? That great little fireplace. There it is. That's how that works. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this on here. I'm not going to worry too much. Oh, I could have it stand out again. And then the mantle would go right here. I think that's how I would do my mantle, is that direction. But I'm going to glue this in first because it'll make it easier for me so it doesn't get all sticky and stuff like that. I've already got sticky fingers. That is going to go here. This is your little Christmas scene, your happy little Christmas scene. What's going on here? Like that. And then your mantle is going to come right up here. And I do it pretty high because of the stockings coming down. You want those not to hang too low. So I'm going to do it pretty high. Yes. So I'll go ahead and get this on. Just gluing it all through. And I'm going to do it pretty high. That looks good and centered. That looks great. Yeah, like that. And then we're going to put on our little stockings. As you saw, I dotted that. And then I'm going to put my stockings from here to here, just like that. I got those little notches to guide me. And that's what I'm using, are the notches to guide me. And then I'm going to do that. And then we can put white on the booties, and I'll show you how to do that in just a bit. But there's your little fireplace. Okay, so we've got our Santa for our centerpiece. We've got our little fireplace. All right. And so what I decided to do, I love cutouts, word cutouts. If I can get a word cut out, I'm going to do it. And so ours is going to be "'Tis the Season," and it's going to be "To Be Jolly." This is a pretty old set, but I have used it every season because I love the saying, and it's so me. So that's what we're going to do. And so I'm going to glue the "'Tis the Season" in the center. So here you could have something else if you like. You could have the what could I say? You could have you could have the chimney there. If you like, you can turn this into a chimney. Just flip this upside down and you got your chimney. That's one thing you can do. Of course, you can have a reindeer in there. There's some really nice reindeer. A reindeer would be perfect. You could have a sleigh in there. That would be perfect. So you can decide. And as you see here, here's 'tis the season. There it is. Such a fun project. So you can have just your label right here. And of course, with this Christmas stamp set bundle, the St. Nicholas bundle, they have a beautiful, beautiful saying, which is this one. And it is, may the Christmas fill your home. Of course, that would be gorgeous. And you can even emboss it in copper or gold or silver. On white cardstock, you can do that. So this is lovely. And then that can be your reindeer or or you can do his bag, of course. St. Nick's little Christmas bag. Yeah, we have the bag here. So in this set, you have the Christmas little bag here, which can go right in here as well. That would be great. So just with the Saint Nick, you can fill this whole thing up pretty easily. So that would be just fine. So tis the season to be jolly. You see how this is coming out. You see what a wonderful little centerpiece that's going to make. And of course, you can make these taller, which is really nice if you want. All right. And then it can easily go in. I don't think I'm above 4 inches. So what I decided is, so when you make the chimney and stuff, you get these pieces to add snow. And so I am wondering if I want to add snow under his feet. And you can do that. But if I did that, I would have to, yeah, that worked. I think I would add the snow. Hold on. This might work right here. I'm trying to get this up. Like this. And what I would like is right under his foot, just a little bit. That would be kind of nice, just like that. So you can add that just like that, and there's the little snow under his foot. All right, and I'm going to leave that there for now. That'll stay there, and I will glue it later. But you can see how nice that is, and that'll stay there pretty easily. Because I want this, of course, I want this exactly where I want it. You know, we get a little on the obsessed side here. There it is. That's what I want. That's what I want. Just like that. Just like that. Yes, just like that's almost perfect. That's perfect. Just like that. Okay. So you can see how that looks. Doesn't that look great? He's on a little snow. Okay, so we got the base, we got the snow. Might have put the base. I should have put this on this side. I turned it on that base. I turned it this way. I think I should have gone with the thinner end at the bottom. It still works, but I think the thinner end would have looked a little better. All right, so we still have some stuff to do. I love this collection, and it is, and it's still in the annual, and it is a lovely collection. It's called Celebration Tag Dies, and it does have a stamp set. Pretty sure it has a stamp set. It's no more a bundle. And I used one of the 3D embossing folders from the online store. And I got the mittens. I went ahead and did the mittens, and I did the beautiful snowflake. I really do like this snowflake. Whoopa, I'm kind of out of range. There you go. And I'm just going to put the snowflake here. Okay. And I'm going to put it so that it's like that. Okay. And I could definitely use something else again. The bag could be up there, a reindeer could be down here, a reindeer could be up there. You can do many things that you might want. And so there's my snowflake right here, like this. I went ahead and I did put it above. You can't see. So then it looks like that. That's the way you can see. Now I could put some other snowflakes down here if I wanted to, but this is just great the way it is. All right. So then I cut out the mittens, okay, from that tag set, and I used that 3D embossing folder, which is great for the mittens, right? And then I'm going to put the mittens right here, just like that. And that one's going to go there. Just like that. And then that one's going to go right there, just like that, right on top. And I only used dimensionals for the tree. I could have used dimensionals for the Santa. I could use dimensionals for these, but I decided against it. They also, in that set, have a heart that is really cute that can be used. Let's see if I have the heart here. Maybe not. There is the heart. I think I only had one heart left. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I made a mistake. I made a mistake. This is going to go on here. That's what it was. And this is going to go here. So this again is from the tag dies. And I already see my heart. This is good news. I did find this. I thought something was off. So this was another circle die from the tags kit. That's what it was. I knew it had to be a little more substantial than just what I was seeing. So you get that right there. Then this goes on here. This is much better. That goes on there. And that goes up there. There you go. That goes up there. That's much better. Yes? Yes. So I was like, that's a little flimsy. Did I really plan that way? So you see where we're going with this. The little heart that comes from that tags die. So if you haven't gotten that tags die set, I would definitely get it. I really wanted to, I might even go ahead with that heart, go ahead and put it on a dimensional because that would be fun. Always in the dark, always low. Let's see if I can get this on here without going. I might have to break that up. There's that. There's that. Yes. There's that. And I am just going to put that right down here. Right like that, the heart. Right like that. And, of course, what did I do? Good thing it didn't work too well. I know what I'm going to do. Never mind. I put it on the wrong side. Always fun. There you go. I'm going to use the 2 small dimensionals on that, like that. Yeah, that'll make it work. That'll make it work. That'll work. That'll work. Take off that. My hands are already sticky. That's okay. I thought I would put it down here like that. I thought that looked nice. Like that. Does that look good? Or maybe getting that way, that way. Maybe that is better higher. It's a little bit moving around still, but that's okay. Yes, that's, I think, better. Yes. See? Isn't that sweet? Look at that. I mean, 'tis the season to be jolly. Now, of course, I could have been smarter and lifted that up a little bit higher, and then it would say 'tis the season, you could see the whole thing, and that would be nice, but then it wouldn't be centered. And I wanted it centered when it was open. So, but still could be higher. It still could be higher. So I would definitely put this a little higher. So let's see, are we done? Oh, we're done. Look at that. Of course, all the die cutting and everything else like that. But again, it's a great piece. I really think that in the center of the table or near the train set, maybe that you might have or that your friend might have, this is a great gift. If you need to make something and get it to a friend, this is it. And I do want to give you the dimensions on this height to see if, with what I've done, if I am at, yeah, I think I am above 4. So if I went here, no, I'm not above 4. 4 is here. I can get this into a standard business envelope. And this is what it looks like, just so that you can see. Kind of, it's hard to see all together, I guess, from this angle. But there it goes. There you are. There you are. Isn't that great? I just love this piece. And you saw everywhere where I got my materials. 90% of the materials are from the St. Nicholas bundle. This designer paper is no more available. Any beautiful designer paper will work. This is from the Merriest Moments trees, I believe. And I just cut out the tree. I wanted the stamp set, and I do not have the die set or anything. I just wanted that stamp set, and I just wanted the tree. And I have used that tree a lot. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous tree, so I do die cut it out. The only other thing that I had mentioned is how to do the booties, and I'm going to show you that real quick right now. All I need is a piece of white cardstock. Okay. All I need is a piece of white cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off, you just cut off yourself a little thin piece, however thick you think you want your booty straps. That might be a little too thin. That looks about right. Maybe that's still too thick. I'm pretty persnickety about how I want those booties to be, but then you just cut and you put that over. So that's a pretty good size. So that's a pretty good size for that. And then I just go ahead and eyeball and cut. Yeah, that looks right. And so then you just cut it and then you just glue it on. So that's, and you glue all four of those little booties on like that. And let's see where that piece went. But that would be one. I try to keep them at the same width and length. That's why I kind of want the rest of that piece. So that is actually 2 squares on the centimeter side. So we go like that, and that one's just a little bit longer, but we can get 4 of those. So just cut that off, and then you start gluing that on, and you can see that that's a little time consuming. So I do want you to see those because it does make a difference on that piece. But that white does make a difference. My hands are very, very sticky, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. So I will put that on, except when I want them to be sticky, they're not. I want to pick up the paper. So and you just put your little booty on, just like that. And I'm not going to, it's going to take me too long. I'm so fussy that it has to be just right. But you will on this Facebook see that final set of little booties with the tops on. But you see that one's too long, and so I won't be satisfied, and I'd still have to cut it. But that's the idea. Yes, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Okay, guys. So the way this is going to work is come back and check out the picture. Please like or comment on what you think. Tell me, who are you thinking of giving these to? Do you have a friend you'd like to give one to? I definitely gave it to 3 people. 2 of them had to make it. Yeah, I'm going to be much happier with these pieces. But other than that, that's it for now. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I hope that everyone is doing well the holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy. There's a lot of bugs going on out there. I just want you to see that, what that would kind of look like. I can't help myself. But there's the idea. There's your little booty. So you see how cute that is. Okay. All right. So Merry Christmas to all. Please like, please comment on who you would like to make this for. I'd love to see that. And I will be talking to you soon if not showing you something in the next day or so. I will see you in the new year. All right. Or maybe, well, maybe between the new year, who knows? Anyway, see you soon. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful centerpiece paper craft. All right. Bye-bye now.